Hey, good morning, meteorologist Lena McKnight again with another severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for our county, some of our counties in West Tennessee here. Uh, okay, we just had a tornado warning issued actually, so we will be staying here with you. I want to get some information on that, so I'm going to step off here real quickly. I'm going to get my phone to pull up the information on that. Again, we just had a tornado warning that has been issued for. I know that includes the Trenton area. That's for Crockett County in West Tennessee, southwestern Gibson County in West Tennessee, east central Lauderdale County in West Tennessee, and northern Haywood County in West Tennessee until 9:30 a.m. So we're going to be staying with you here. That is our policy, to stay on the air if there is a tornado warning. So, been doing this since about 11 o'clock. And this is our first tornado warning with these storms. Back with that line of storms that we had earlier this morning that pushed through southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, and western Kentucky, then headed towards Indiana, then towards the Louisville, Kentucky area that are still producing some tornadoes east of Louisville and east of Richmond as well. So anyway, back to our weather that we have currently. This is radar indicated rotation. Locations impacted include Humboldt, Ripley, Trenton, Alamo, Bells, Freeway, Nutbush, Bella Eagle, Fort Deer, Eaton, Medina, Murray City, Friendship, Gadman, Gibson, Quincy, Gibson, Wells, Christmas Hill, Fraud Jump, and Mason and Grove. You need to seek shelter now. Radar indicated Penny-Size Hill, but you should be seeking shelter. What I also want to mention is that they probably will now, since they did issue a tornado warning, that the SBC is thinking about issuing a watch for West Kentucky and West Tennessee. The issuance is 60% on that. So we may have a watch here shortly, a severe thunderstorm watch, more than likely. So anyway, we did just get a tornado warning for Gibson County, and I'm also just checking on other stuff here, checking on the other storms. For East Central Lauderdale County and northern Haywood County. So, this is coming out of Memphis, obviously. I want to see if we're picking up any rotation on here. And I do see a little area of broad rotation. I'm going to circle that here for you. This is KPAH, and it's picking up just a little bit. Some of that weather is actually already in Ohio now. Okay, and this is the only tornado warning that we have right now, and also the only severe thunderstorm warning that we have. I want to see if I'm picking it up from Paducah. And I'm on the Paducah radar set right now. But I'm also just checking other sources behind the scenes. Okay. And then again, there is a 10% tornado risk today, hatched area. Anybody that is in the enhanced and moderate is in the hatched tornado risk, if you will, today. So again, I think they've maybe trimmed the warning in a way for I think they still have it going, but I think they've dropped the severe thunderstorm warning, and we're going with the tornado warning now. I may be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing up here. Okay. So, I want to put a track on this also. I think it's going to be a close call for Weakley County and Henry County. So, I mean, you got to also consider these places have not been touched yet. They are free for any severe weather. I mean, this is an open area as of right now. These places have not been touched yet, so this is really primed for severe storms today. Even in southwest Kentucky and Boot Hill, they have not been touched either. They're still very primed for severe weather. I'm not really seeing any rotation. I mean, maybe a little couplet near Bethel. Maybe. But I'm not really picking up on strong rotation. But maybe a little bit of broad rotation near Bethel. So, and then the tornado warning also goes until 9:30. Hold on. We'll just get this right here, make it northeast, going up to 40. Well, that's actually not the right way to do it. So let's just do it right here, going 40 at northeast at 40 miles per hour. This is going to be moving into the region here fairly shortly, and we'll time this out for you. Gadsden 8:58, Trenton at 9:18, Kane's at 9:27, Bradford 9:35, Christmasville at 9:45, and Hinkledale at 9:49 this morning. There's a lot of storms now starting to populate through northwest Tennessee, including that severe thunderstorm warning out in Memphis. Should be expiring here within the next couple of minutes. We'll give you a quick zoom out as well, just to show you that these storms are really starting to get going again here in northwest Tennessee. This is going to be part of a line that's going to be organizing itself east of the... I was checking on the latest data here, and I think they are going to issue the watch. I'm not 100% on that though. So I'm looking at some damaging winds, but I'm not seeing strong rotation. We'll give you a closer look at those right now as well. Actually, we'll give you a closer look in just a second. Right now, other than the tornado warning coming into northwest Tennessee, we'll keep our eye on that system as it makes its way northeast across the area. For now, we'll send you back over the programming.
SIU Credit Union checking accounts keep getting better. Now earn interest on free checking with e-statements on balances over $1,000. Plus, we offer SIU CU rewards to all debit card holders. This free program lets you earn points on
Okay. So they probably are going to issue the watch. We have more storms coming out of West Tennessee. I would not be surprised if this clips Weakley County here. But we have more storms coming into Weakley County and coming in Henry County. West Tennessee, I said, has not been touched yet, so they are very much in play for severe weather this morning. I mean, it is their policy to stay on, but we're not seeing. I'm not seeing something that would indicate that they're is a strong tornado out there. Maybe just seeing a little bit of broad rotation. We are seeing storms fire in southern Illinois here, though. So, okay. Yeah, most of the areas are just reporting that penny-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So, okay. This is the only warning that we have right now, besides that severe thunderstorm warning that was originally in effect. And it still is. But I want to give a heads up and put a track on this. This is for Crockett County. This is moving to the northeast at 50 miles an hour. This was just, 40 miles an hour. So we'll track it at 40. I'm not really seeing a lot of rotation. Tracked it as far as I could. I'm not seeing a lot of rotation, but I am seeing a little bit of broad rotation near the Bethel area. They've just trimmed it, so we have some new information on that, and we'll take a look at that here in just a second. I'll take a look at it here on my phone here real quickly and read off to you what they are saying. It's not a new tornado warning, but they have trimmed it. Okay, 901, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Fort Deer or 12 miles north of Brownsville, moving to the northeast at 40 miles an hour. So, locations impacted include Humboldt, Trenton, Alamo, Bell, Three-Way, Bell Eagle, Fort Deer, Easton, Medina, Maury City, Friendship, Gaston, Gibson, Quincy, Gibson Wells, Christmasville, Frog Jump, Mason Grove, Brazil, and Murray Junction. So, these storms are quickly firing in southern Illinois. If they strengthen more, we'll get probably a few severe thunderstorm warnings on that here shortly. We have not had a watch issued yet. It's still up in play, but my guess is that they will issue a watch based on what is happening right now. So, okay. Cairo at 9:06, Frog Jump at 9:22, Trenton 9:30, Dyer 9:35, Idlewood 9:43, China Grove 9:44, Kimmery 9:50, Sedonia 9:54, Crowley Store 9:57, and Martin at 10:05. So, Eastern Weakley County, Henry County, y'all are still in play for this. Maybe. Obion County, maybe. And we do have some storms, non-severe storms developing in southern Illinois. Those have gotten a little stronger. If they do get a little stronger, we could have a warning on that here shortly. Let's step off here again real quickly. Okay. Let's go back down to the south where we have the tornado warning. And there earlier was some broad rotation near Bethel. Let's see where that is now. See if that's dissipated. There actually is some we're actually seeing a little bit of rotation near Murray City, so I'm on KPAH. Yeah, that's where we're picking it up off. I'm going to see if we're picking it up off of Memphis. We're not. So, thought I had to sneeze there. Okay. So I'm going to, we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's for the Jackson area. That also has some decent rotation on it as well. So we'll be monitoring that as well. But as I mentioned before, Western Kentucky, Murray area, Mayfield area, not really been touched yet. So they're definitely still in play, and also West Tennessee. Basically, all of West Tennessee has not been touched yet. So I would suspect that y'all do have a lot of energy. The atmosphere is still very primed where you have not been touched yet. Still very primed. It's like a fresh start. Like a fresh start. Get an enhanced risk today, but Memphis to about Henderson is in a slight risk. So okay, let's go back in here. Okay. And I'm going to track the rotation from here. Moving to the northeast at 40. Now, if this turns to the right, which it very well might, but if it turns to the right, this would head towards probably Union City and South Fulton. So that's what we're going to be looking at here as well. So again, 9:08 on a Tuesday. Just tuning in, meteorologist Landon McNutt here tracking a tornado warning. And also some just decent thunderstorms out here, along with a severe thunderstorm warning that's near Jackson. This is all developing along a cold front, so I mentioned how earlier, just a few hours ago, that Kentucky and Tennessee were still in play for severe weather, and it all depends on how primed the atmosphere is. And the atmosphere is still very primed, so especially for the areas that haven't been touched. So okay. So Murray City, about 3 minutes. Gibson Wells, 9:28. Mount Orange, 9:35. Dyer at 9:45. Bradford, 9:55. Sharon, 10:07. Martin, 10:14. Dresden, 10:17. And Joel at 10:26. So I'm giving you heads up, Martin, in about an hour, could be seeing some nasty weather. Okay, let's go to this storm in the Jackson area, but right now that is affecting areas near Humboldt and Trenton. So, with that tornado warning storm. All right, we had a and also for the Lexington area, also Henderson, Medan, Denmark, and Mercer. That is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. Severe thunderstorm was located over Mercer, or 12 miles northeast of Chickasaw State Forest, moving to the east at 50 miles an hour. This is for central Henderson County, northwestern Hardeman County in West Tennessee, southeastern Haywood County in West Tennessee, southern Madison County in West Tennessee, and northern Chester County in West Tennessee. So I'm kind of actually wondering if they will extend that tornado warning, but so right now it's rather an active morning now. We got about a 30 to an hour break, and then we had more warnings coming up quickly, so I want to track this at 50. Neely at 916, Madison Hall 922, Malasis 924, Bemis 925, Roy 926, Luray 942, Crucifer 944, Jackson Range Station at 945, Stiegel 950, Ruby 952, Reagan 956, and Warren's Bluff at 959. Let's clear that. So, okay. Still looking here behind the scenes of what's going on. Seeing if the Storm Prediction Center is going to issue that watch. And it's still up in the air whether they might or not. But my guessing is that they will, though. Because of the atmosphere is still very primed where it has not been touched with any weather. So again, we have the front developing back to the west in Missouri. But anything above the front could turn severe at any point. Especially in the areas that I have mentioned have not been touched. So that tornado warning looks like it might expire. I'm not really seeing a lot of rotation anymore, so the tornado warning might actually expire. But I am still seeing a little bit of broad rotation east of Humboldt. But my guess is that that tornado warning will expire if it does not strengthen up again. Okay, also have some big storms near Big Sandy and north of Camden. None of that is warned right now. But I'll take a look inside the winds. And then I also want to check the CC near Humboldt. Seeing a decent amount of wind. I'd say winds up to 40 miles an hour. But nothing severe as of yet. And that wind in Jackson is starting to pick up a little bit more. Okay. Okay, they did extend that tornado warning. I was thinking they might, but I just really wasn't sure. I said my guess is that they wasn't, that that rotation did not strengthen up. And it has, so. Okay, so this is coming out of Memphis. And this is a tornado warning for northwestern Henderson County in West Tennessee, southeastern Gibson County in West Tennessee, and Carroll County in West Tennessee. And this took a more of a right turn instead of a left turn. So and once it takes the left turns, rather, they're not like as favorable to spin up, but they sometimes do spin up. So again, that is our policy to stay on whenever there is a tornado warning. I'm trying to figure out where they thought the tornado warning, the tornado was. They did not put that out there. I'm also seeing a little bit of broad rotation in Weakley County. That's something that'll have to be monitored. I don't know if Memphis is looking at that or not. But that's what we're picking up on Paducah. So there may be a warning issued shortly for Weakley County. We have not had any damage reports passed from this morning. I'll read you some that we did have coming out of Indiana. So Evansville, this is actually Darmstadt, Indiana, Vanderburg, a train spotter. Ham radio operator train spotter reports power pulled down, several trees topped, and 3 trees uprooted. And also read you. These are all coming out of Indiana, besides the ones that I've already read you. And then we did have damage in Creole Springs, so we're still looking at that. 6:03, and this is a major report. Elberville, Indiana, Warwick County, broadcast media. 2 semis blown off the road near the intersection of I-69 and I-64. I said you definitely don't want to be driving around 69 and 64, and definitely that just shows you that even if you're just going to work or someplace, you can't be driving around when there's bad storms. That was a wind damage report. 2 semis blown off the road. That's why you can't be driving. I mean, at 6:03 in the morning like that, when there's like bad wind. Okay, another report. South Boonville, Indiana, County of Warwick. This was a co-op observer. The time on this was 6:10. Significant amount of damage in southern Boonville. Trees down, roof damage, and some structural damage. So I'll read you a few more here, then I want to get back to that tornado warning. So 6:20 in Chrisney, Indiana. Spencer Emergency Management. Utility poles snapped in Chrisney. We have had multiple reports of power outages in Missouri and Illinois, and also in Indiana. So this was a wind damage report. That's old. That was from Saturday night. Okay. All right, so again, we have 2 active warnings right now. One for northwestern Henderson County, West Tennessee, southeastern Gibson County, and Carroll County until 10 o'clock. That is tornado warned. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Henderson County, Hardeman County in West Tennessee, Haywood County in West Tennessee, southern Madison County, and northern Chester County until 9:45 a.m. And that is severe thunderstorm warning. That does include Henderson, Jackson, and Lexington. So, okay. Pretty sure I've read all the reports here. Maybe. I know I read at least most of them. So, okay, and then we do have storms, as I said, developing on the front itself. So, something we're going to have to watch. Okay. All right, so this does include McKenzie. This includes Huntington, Mecklemore, Highway 79, Highway 70, Atwood, Milan, and Gibson. This is past Humboldt and Trenton. So, I'm not seeing a lot of rotation, but I think they might have. They saw something that we didn't. So, and they see something that we are not currently seeing. So, I'm on Memphis. I think it'll be a little more accurate if I switch to Paducah, because I think that's a bit closer, though. It's about the same, but I'm picking up a lot better. I'm picking the rotation up a lot better. The broad rotation. It is broad. I'm not really seeing a bunch of rotation. Like a lot. Like a good amount. There is still a little bit of broad rotation in Eastern Weakley County. I'm not sure if they're going to issue anything on that. But that would head towards the Paris area. So. Yeah, I can see a little bit of what they're saying. Some rotation just west of Milan and west of Atwood. So. And again, we're seeing quite a bit of lightning. A good bit, I'd say. I'm also seeing some broad rotation Weakley County. That's what I'm watching. But no warning on that yet. I suspect maybe we'll at least get a severe thunderstorm warning. If not, a tornado warning. I'm seeing if Memphis is going to say anything about this. So far, they have not. Okay. We also got storms back towards Jackson, Tennessee. That's now warned for nickel-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. I'm mainly saying, I'd say in hail core, I'd say that's maybe quarter size now. From how I'm looking at it. Let's check the CC, see if there is any debris. Not currently. But, I mean, man, to be honest, there's more lightning with this storm here in Jackson than there is with that storm in Trenton and Humboldt. But sometimes when you have a tornado, lightning doesn't really mean anything, so. That's also another thing. Not really seeing a bunch of rotation in that. There was a little broad rotation earlier, but that has since pretty much dissipated. I mean, I'm picking more up on Paducah than I am Memphis. Is there a new? Oh no, that's just old data coming in. Okay. I want to see what they have on the next update with that in Weekly County. Because honestly, I'm seeing more rotation in there than I am in any of those storms. Okay. They would probably decide now whether they're going to issue a watch. I'm still seeing if they have that up for discussion or if they've canceled that. That is still up for discussion. They still might. So, okay. So seeing a little bit of broad rotation, Weekly County. We're getting wind products, but we're not getting any. Yeah, the storm relative velocity is not updated yet. I can see that there's some strong winds near Milan, 45 east. Let's see if I'm seeing anything off of Memphis, and it's just in no man's land. I mean, yeah, there is some rotation that they're picking up, but I mean, it's really in no man's land. Did we get? Oh, I thought that may have been an extension. I was not sure. Okay, they've trimmed the tornado warning. Okay. Okay. So they have not they have not put a tornado warning out for Weakley County yet. I'm still monitoring a little bit of broad rotation with that. I want to see what because this is just new. This is what they said. At 9:29 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Milan, moving to the northeast at 35 miles an hour. So my guess is that would probably clip Henry County. And I think that'll stay south of Weakley County, but it'll clip Henry County. It's my assumption. But I'm not sure with this storm near Gleason. Getting some heavier pockets of rain in West Kentucky now. So, a watch may be issued. Just tuning in, wondering what's going on. Have a tornado warning for Gibson and Carroll County in Tennessee. And then we have a severe thunderstorm warning towards the Jackson, Tennessee area. And again, we also have some non-severe storms just east of Anna, Illinois, and south of Harrisburg. Okay, so I'm also still looking behind the scenes here. That rotation in Weakley County has diminished a bit. So, I mean, this area may be just saved south of Weakley County and places north of Weakley County, Murray, maybe Mayfield. They'll be saved, I think. That's the way it's looking like right now. So, they haven't even put up a significant weather advisory. So, again, some of Southern Illinois is probably still in play as well. But the only counties that have warnings right now are in Tennessee. Okay, so it's raining pretty heavily here, but no warning yet. Okay. So, I mean, we're seeing heavy rain, but no warning yet. Not even a significant weather advisory. That's the base velocity. I'm on Paducah right now, so. Let's check storm relative because this is the only. It's picking up strong winds. This is the only way that we'll see any rotation if there is any. So, I'm seeing a little bit of rotation on Highway 79. That would head towards McKenzie, possibly Henry County. That's my assumption. If we were to get a new warning, it would be for Henry County. So I want to see if we're seeing any debris now. This is right near jail. We're seeing also a decent bit of lightning with this, so. No debris. Not right now. No debris. Okay, so I'm gonna track this storm. They trimmed it. It might expire shortly if we're not seeing any rotation. I'm seeing wind in southern Weakley County is picking up. But no warning for Weakley County as of right now. I'll read you the counties of the warnings that we have. So tornado warning for Gibson and Carroll County. That goes until 10 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm warning for central Henderson, north central Hardeman, southern Madison, and northern Chester counties until 9:45. That's for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Okay, we did get a significant weather advisory near the Clarksville area for a storm. I'll go over that in a minute. But I want to track this storm before we do that. Again, this is not as bad as what we saw a few hours ago. But, I mean, it's a tornado warning, right? So we need to take it seriously. I'm going to have to back up a bit. We did get a severe thunderstorm warning extended. That's down south, though. So it's moving in this general direction. Some of the towns that will be impacted: Cherrywood, 942. Ephesus, 1003. Paris, 1013. That'd be the east side of Paris, mainly. Hagler Ridge, 1024. Big Sandy, 1025. Moons, 1032. Bass Bay, 1037. McKinnon, 1045. And Stewart, 1051. Okay. Let's go back down to the severe thunderstorm warning. Now it is warned for quarter-size hail. So, I'm going to get the new information on that. That is looking still here behind the scenes. Because I can just check it off my phone. I'm also looking at these storms in southern Illinois. They're a little elevated, but they're getting a little stronger with some small hail now. That would be in the Harrisburg area. This is all developing ahead of the front, so storms can develop on the front. They can develop ahead of the front. They can really develop anywhere. You just have to have the energy and the potency. Goes until 9:15. It's for central Henderson County in West Tennessee, northeastern McNairy County, northwestern Hardin County, southeastern Madison County, Chester County, and Decatur County. This is all moving to the east at 40 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm was located near Mifflin or near Henderson, moving to the east at 40 miles an hour. No new warnings besides that. Okay. There's a storm that developed ahead of it, but the main one is the one that is headed towards Lexington right now. This one is also showing a decent bit of lightning. Middle Fork and Jacks Creek. So, some of the towns that will be impacted here. Jackson Range Station, close to right now, 9:43. Shady Hill, 10 o'clock. Darden, 10:09. Red Walnut, 10:13. Parsons, 10:18. Perryville, Tennessee, 10:24. And Linden at 10:40. Let's clear that. Okay. I know we have a few people maybe watching in southern Illinois wondering what's going on in their neck of the woods. If you're north of Harrisburg, maybe getting some light rain right now. Harrisburg is getting maybe a little bit of wind and small hail. Nothing severe yet. I'm watching Southern Illinois, though, closely, because they are also still in play a little bit. Not as much as West Tennessee and West Kentucky are, but they are definitely still in play. And if we get some rain over West Kentucky, where it has not been touched, such as Murray, Mayfield, and Hickman, and Fulton, that will destabilize the atmosphere, and that will make it less. That will make it more harder to get some severe storms. So that's what we're looking at right now. Just had a significant weather advisory in Clarksville. That's towards Cumberland City. That's for that storm right here that's headed towards Clarksville. That's near Palmyra, SR 149, Oak Ridge, and Cunningham. I would expect winds up to 50 miles an hour with that. And so, sticking with this tornado warning until 10 o'clock, it has not been extended yet. But it very well could. So, I mean, unless we get something new that develops east of this line, or east of with these embedded cells, I would suspect that you're in the clear. Unless something pops up out of nowhere. So, and the rotation in itself is not even really that strong, but at times we have seen some broad areas of rotation, and they have discontinued the tornado warning. Tornado warning is no longer there. So, I want to recap to you the storm that we had in Jefferson and Henderson, Tennessee. I'm still monitoring Southern Illinois. Those are about to move into the Morganville area and then Evansville. Yeah, we're still seeing some heavy rain with that, but nowhere such as near what we were seeing with what we're seeing right now in Henderson and just south of Lexington. There's a new cell that has popped up with a little bit of large hail, and south of Henderson. No rotation on that yet. Watching that closely. So again, basically to recap what's going on right now. Severe thunderstorm east of Jackson. Severe thunderstorm south of Lexington. Severe thunderstorm warning about to head towards Lexington. Sardis, Decaturville, and Parsons, you are in the warning box. Because the storm, if it holds together, it will head towards you. I want to put a track on this one more time before I sign off here. And it's for quarter-size sail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's moving to the east at 40. It's until 10:15, so... Okay. All right, so again, just to recap what's going on. We'll put a track on this. Jackson Range Station, 947. Warren's Bluff, 1003. Taylor's Crossing, 1008. Beacon, 1015. Decaturville, 1019. Perryville, Tennessee, 1026. Horner, 1038. Linden at 1043. And Sugar Hill at 1045. So that's the only severe thunderstorm warning that we have right now. going to sign off here, and if we have any new warnings, I'll be back on right away. Until then, I'm